Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our Madden 22 Atlanta Falcons franchise. And we just got our first win in the last episode, and so we are ready to take on another NFC East team. But before we do, take a look. Mr. Grady Jarrett coming up with 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery, claiming Defensive Player of the Week for the NFC. And that was a big time win for us. I think, going up against basically, I'd say, other divisions can be a pretty decent measuring stick. Now, the Redskins, they have not won a game yet. So I think this still is a measuring stick for us. We're 1-2. Let's be honest about that. So we definitely need to see some improvement going along here in the future. Now, looking at some of the re signings, Olakun has definitely been out there for us. He's been playing extremely well. 79 overall. He's only 26, so we probably can get at least maybe one more contract out of him, possibly. So he's definitely worth the re signing. Um, let's see. We got a couple other things that we need to look at here first. And we're going to take a look at the scouting. Keep in mind this. Obviously, I don't know when the scouting update is supposed to come out. If y'all do know, put down in the comments below. Let me know. We're looking at possibly restarting the series wherever it's at. I'll just have to simulate it too. Don't worry, the results will not change. As far as win losses, draft class obviously would end up changing, but overall, everything with where we're at right now would not change. If I get into season 2 prior to the release occurring, then you know what? Maybe we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I probably won't restart it if we're already into season 2 at that point. We'll just play it out for how it is, and we'll deal with the scouting update. Whatever, if we start another series or go to another team, um, or wait for the college game to come out because I have a feeling that's really what this is, would be a test run for. So, getting back to the business of running a team here, Mr. Grady Jarrett, obviously an upgrade moment is available. All he's got to do is get 3 tackles, 3 interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for a loss, or 3 sacks in this game. Now, the Washington line is not the greatest offensive line in the world, and they do have Ryan Fitzmagic back there. So I do think 3 sacks or 3 tackles for a loss should definitely be a possibility. Now the press is bothering us. Your team has struggled out of the gate. Who's to blame? Yeah, I'm going to put it on Matt Ryan. He is our veteran quarterback. Don't get me wrong, he's playing pretty dang well. The interceptions, though, are starting to get a little out of control. His accuracy is not what we need it to be. There are times leading passes, he's either throwing it behind when he's trying to lead it or trying to drop it in. He just can't seem to put it on point. So we're going to basically saddle him with the blame. Going into our weekly strategy, seeing what we are going to do. If you look, Washington passes the ball 52% of the time, so they're close to even. But Antonio Gibson is not the running back. If you look where they're ranked, number 24, and kind of above in most of those inside run categories. Deep pass, that passer rating is pretty dang low. Medium pass, you know, he doesn't throw a whole lot of interceptions on medium pass. So it's one of those things. Where are we going to try to defend this team at outside run? They once again they're on the lower spectrum of it, and they definitely pass more than what they truly run. I am going to go ahead and treat Antonio Gibson as a threat. Our defensive line has been kind of an issue. Our passing game, we know we're kind of screwed on at this point. So let's make them as one-dimensional as possible. And then let's go check the offensive game plan. They do blitz almost 40% of the time. If you look down there in the bottom right, we're talking 38%. So we are going to do a little bit of a blitz counter as our focus. Now I don't change the focus of any other specific players during this one. We kind of really just go for it and get ready, moving forward. Looking at the upgrades, it's all pretty standard. You don't see a whole lot of variation between doing this. Obviously, the players that have the focus, that's what they get. They get the focus XP. Other than that, there's nothing too special about that screen. It kind of gets pretty repetitive as it goes. So game against Washington, we are going to jump into it, and we're going to hit it up here at about 11 and a half minutes to go in the first quarter with Washington on their opening drive. As Fitzmagic does a hand around, and we're going to go ahead and bring him down after a couple of yards. Terry McLaurin, not known for being, he should have a lot more speed than what that just showed, but trying to cut through and navigate through the defense in that way does make it a little bit more difficult. So we will stop him after only a gain of 3. So now 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick in the shotgun, hands it off to Gibson, who goes up the middle, and he's only going to get another about 3 yards on that one. Pretty good stop. That's kind of what we wanted to see, what we expected to see with our game day focus. So it brings up 3rd and 4. Ryan is going to be in the shotgun once again. And he's going to drop it off on the screen. He's got an open field in front of him. Our defense couldn't even get over there till he was about 20 yards down the field. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 4 for 4 on the day, looking kind of like Tom Brady did a couple of weeks ago. Can't miss, even though it is early on. So 1st and 10 now for the Washington football team. Hand it off. He tries to bounce it outside, but our focus has really helped us out right now. I say that he's only rushed the ball 2 times, but for a total of 3 yards. So kind of an improvement for our defense in the grand scheme of things. So that brings up 2nd and 10 for Washington from the 24 as the football team gets set. Fitzpatrick has it. We bring the pressure on him, but he's able to hit his man standing in the pocket, staring down our defensive tackle like that. Fitzmagic delivers a little bit right there, putting it into a tight zone. That's when we should have been able to knock down, but just did not have the capability, I guess. So 1st and goal now for the Washington football team as Fitzmagic stands back in the pocket, rolls to his left. And we go for the interception and miss, and that's going to be a walk-in touchdown. Oh, that is not good to see. Ooh, that looked like Olakun out there on the side, guarding Gibson on that one. And you can say we went for that interception. We almost got it right there. That was Olakun. We almost got that interception, just couldn't quite pull it down, and that does result in a touchdown for the Falcons, or for the football team. Now, on the very next drive, we did have to punt relatively quick, so we need to worry about that one. And so we're back here a little bit later in the first quarter with Washington. Next drive, as they do continue to lead 7-0. As Fitzpatrick has the snap, scans over the field, he's going to find a wide open running back. Olakun, we signed him to a big contract right there, and he just wasn't able to keep up. Now, to be fair, he's a middle linebacker that's not known for his speed or his pass coverage, and that's not really why I re-signed him. But we definitely probably need to see a little bit more out of him for what we just paid him. So 3rd and 6, Fitzmagic drops back, scans the field, fires it over the middle. No one within 10 yards. You've got to be kidding me. Our defense just seems like these guys are, I don't know what we're doing. Fitzpatrick is 10 for 12, 120 yards on the day, and the touchdown. This is not looking good for our defense at this stage. 1st and 10 as they come up the middle again, and we're going to get them stuffed. Grady Jarrett getting that tackle right there. And that was a big-time stop that we needed for us and to see him. That gets him a little bit closer to achieving that goal, the first tackle for a loss that he has on the day. So now 2nd and 11 for Washington at the 40-yard line. So they hand it back off to Gibson. Big hole open over the middle. Ooh, but we are going to go ahead and get that stop right there. Finally bring him down after a gain of about 5 yards to bring it to 3rd and 6 from the 35-yard line. And that's, man, I hate to see it when something like that happens. So 3rd and 6 now. Washington is going to be in the shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Fitzpatrick, he gets the snap, scans over the field. He fires it deep. They've got a step on us. Goes up and he catches it. No, he dropped it. Incomplete. Thought that one was caught. That one was dropped, thankfully. Could not pull it down. But so they do line up for a field goal, about a 52-yarder. See if we can't try to get a block on this one. Not even close to the block, but they do just barely make it. And so now Washington will take a 10-0 lead on us here at near the end of the first quarter. Now jumping up to the second quarter, about 13.5 to go, we're going to hand it off to Cordero Patterson on a 1st and 10, and he'll pick up about 5 yards. That's only his 3rd rush of the day for a grand total of 7 yards so far on the afternoon. So now 2nd and 5 from the Washington 42-yard line. Ryan is going to be in the shotgun 5 wide. As he gets the snap, scans over the field. They bring the pressure, but we get the pass off to Kyle Pitts, who breaks the tackle and finally gets brought down at about the 33-yard line. That will give us a brand new set of downs. As Ryan is going to be in the shotgun here once again, 1st and 10 from the 33, still trailing by 10. Gets the snap. They bring the pressure quick. Chase Young. Oh, man, he came through untouched. And Ryan is having a difficult time dealing with him. 6 for 12 on the day, just at the 50% mark. There's no wonder we're trailing by 2 scores at this point when that's the kind of blocking effort that we're seeing. So now we're going to go 3 wide with Pitts in the slot position. We get the snap, scan over the field, and we're going to fire. We have Patterson on the right side. He gets blasted, but after a gain of about 8 yards, Cordero Patterson coming through in the receiving game for us. Pretty hefty right there. So that brings up a 3rd and 1. Now Ryan is going to be in the shotgun as he has 2 receivers and 2 tight ends here at the 25-yard line. Hands it off to Mike Davis up the middle. Big-time first down. We really did need that one. Davis, it is being a little harsh for him on the ground today. 4 rushes for 10 yards total, and that's averaging just 2.5 yards per carry. We definitely need to see some improvement there. So 1st and 10 from the 22. Ryan drops back, scans over. He finds his man. He's got the pass completed. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ryan, before he kind of struggled dropping it in the bucket, but he did it right there on that one, and that gets us down to the 9-yard line with a good pass to Goodwin. Let him out there just perfectly. So 1st and goal from the 9. Ryan in the shotgun. They do a little draw play to Cordell Patterson, who's going to pick up about 4 yards and get us down to the 5-yard line now. So 2nd and goal. We're about 15 feet away from pay dirt, needing a big play to get back in this game. Ryan will be under center. 3 tight ends to the right side. Ridley off to his left. Gets the snap. Fires it to the left. Ridley's on the slant. Touchdown, Falcons. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Calvin Ridley comes through. Big time play. Ryan to Ridley. R squared. And that one gets us right back in it as the score is now 10-6 as he got the separation they needed just in that zone. And that was a beautiful play. Now you'll notice the score is still 10-6. Why, you may ask? Because we missed the extra point. Yes, my kicking was completely off. By Washington on their very next drive. That first play right there from 1st and 10 will be stopped for a 2-yard loss. It looks like our decision to go with the inside run game is really starting to pay off. Gibson only has, I think, like 2 yards total on the day at this point. So now 2nd and 12 for the Washington team as they are at the 23-yard line, and they're going to be in a shotgun formation. And Fitzpatrick, he gets the snap, scans over the field. We try to bring some pressure, but no one gets there. And we go for the interception again, and it's missed. McLaurin down the right sideline, and finally he gets brought down, but not till he gets to the Falcon 24. Terry McLaurin got there in that curl route, and we got cocky with it, and we went for the interception and missed, and we get paid dearly. So the Washington will have possession at the 24-yard line, and this time they hand it off to Gibson going to the right. He's going to be stopped relatively quickly after a gain of only 1 yard. So he's only got 3 yards total on the day. So our defense has kept him bottled up pretty dang well and pretty efficiently. So now 2nd and 9 here from the 23. Washington is going to be in the shotgun, 2 tight ends to the right. As he scans over for the screen play and just unable to complete it, looks like Gibson kind of got held up there by all the pressure coming through. So now 3rd and 9 for Washington. They're in field goal range at least at this point. So if we can get a big-time sack and possibly knock them out of that or a turnover, that would be the best thing for us. So 3rd and 9, Fitzpatrick, no pressure at all. And finally we get one guy free who comes at him. We miss the tackle. Gibson powers forward, broke another tackle. 2 missed tackles on that play. And look at that. Gibson gets just enough for the first down. You've got to be kidding me. So 1st and 10. Washington now with 3 tight ends. Gibson alone in the backfield. They hand it off to the left. A big hole opens up. Gibson runs into his own man. If he had just cut to the left a little bit sooner, he probably would have been into the end zone untouched right there. But he ran into his own receiver who was blocking for him, granted. And so now 2nd and 1 from the 4, trying to prevent them from getting another touchdown. They throw it out to Gibson. That's not Gibson, but they do throw it out to the flat. Who was that? It looks like McKissick out there. He does come down at the reception, and he gets just enough for the first down. So now 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Ryan going to be in the shotgun by himself, 5 wide. Bring the pressure. He drops it off. That should have been intercepted. He came down with it, but out of bounds. Whoo! Okay. Okay. All right. Calm down. Calm down. Don't let Fitzmagic do this to us. So 2nd and goal from the 3. Got lucky on that play. Went for the interception. Didn't actually get anything. The receiver did catch it just out of bounds. So 2nd and goal. They hand it off to Gibson. Breaks 1 tackle, but he's finally brought down by Deion Jones. Comes through to finish him off. Fowler got a hold of him first. Deion Jones finished the tackle. Great play by this defense. So 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line now. Now Fitzpatrick's going to be in the shotgun formation, a tight end to the left side. As he gets the snap, scans over, fires it quickly to McLaurin. Oh, that's not McLaurin. Who was that one? I can't believe it. Washington does score a touchdown and go up 17-6. So here we are in the closing couple minutes of the first half, trying to get back into this one. Ryan drifts to his right side, throws it back to his left, and just threw it out of bounds. Matt Ryan, that's a dangerous throw to make, and obviously he does not have the speed to try to get around to Chase Young or anybody like that. So that brings up 2nd and 10, 1 minute, 14 seconds. Falcons trailing 17-6. And we drop it off to Patterson. He's got open space to the 10, 5, touchdown Atlanta, touchdown Patterson. Oh my goodness. Oh baby, oh baby. Matt Ryan gets it to Patterson out in the flat, and he uses pure speed to get away from his man, and he goes into the end zone untouched. Beautiful play to end this first half, and that's what the score will be at this point. 17-13, Atlanta trailing Washington. And look, both teams, 33 offensive snaps, 180 passing yards for us, 197 for them. I hate to say it, but our 1 and 2 team is pretty closely matched with this 0 and 3 squad from Washington. Now, taking a look at around the league, Carolina taking on the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. Carolina's giving them all they can handle as they do lead 17-7 at this point. Now, moving on up to Philly, another NFC East team that kicked our butt earlier in the season. They are trailing to the Chiefs 17-7 right there once again. And now the Saints taking on the Giants. They are beating them. Jameis Winston, 117 yards. Daniel Jones, only 45 yards on the day. Looks like that's going to be kind of a defensive struggle there. So now we're going to get about halfway through the third quarter when we come back to it. And you'll notice Washington did score a touchdown to start the second half fairly quickly. So they do lead 24-13 at this time. But we do have a 1st and 10 right now at our own 39-yard line as we are trying to bring this back to a one-score game. Ryan in the shotgun formation, Patterson to his left side. So he hands it off to Patterson, and he's going to be stuffed up the middle. Try to run more or less pretty much a draw play. But when your center and your guards don't work with each other on that type of play, you're just not going to go anywhere, and we didn't. So a 2-yard loss brings us to a 2nd and 12, which Matt Ryan scans over the field, and he's going to find Kyle Pitts over the middle, who makes the catch in traffic. And Matt Ryan doing pretty decent today. He does have his 2 touchdown passes, just over 200 yards as well. So 3rd and 5 now from the 34. Ryan going to be in the shotgun once again. 2 receivers to his right with Ridley to his left. Gets the snap, scans over the field, firing Kyle Pitts right there, who does hold on. No, he didn't. He dropped it. You've got to be kidding me. Kyle Pitts dropped that one. So just under 7 minutes to go in the third. At this stage, I can't trust my defense to cover the pass or anything like that. So we're going to go for it here on 4th and 5. Now Ryan scans the field, fires it over. Russell Gage, he's going to make the catch. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Gage coming through with us, makes the catch in traffic, and is brought down at the 22-yard line as we are back in business. So 6.5 to go in the third quarter. 2 tight ends to the right side, 1 tight end to the left. Handed off to Mike Davis up the middle. Big time hole. Makes one man miss and is finally brought down from behind, but not till he got to the 11. Brings up another 1st and 10 Mike Davis hit that hole, and he hit it hard and was able to get through it. So 1st and 10 now, Ryan in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers set, 2 on each side with Patterson in the backfield. Gets the snap, throws it over the middle. Patterson's got it. Touchdown number 2. Patterson fought his way into the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Cordero Patterson takes the catch in traffic, lowering his shoulder, and then pure willpower to get that ball across the goal line as he pushes his way in. And that one will be a big-time touchdown. So now, trailing by 5. We need to be down by a field goal at some point. We're going to have to go for 2, so why not do it now? So Ryan is in the shotgun with 5 wide at this point. 24-19, going for a 2-point conversion. Gets the snap. They bring some of the pressure. We drop it off to Pitts. It's good! Kyle Pitts with the 2-point conversion. Reception. Got that ball just across there, and we are now trailing only by a field goal. 24-21 is where this game stands right now. Down tight is Washington has the ball back, and you can see them on a drive here near the end of the 3rd quarter, just at 2.5 minutes. They hand it off to Gibson off the right side, breaks the tackle, is finally brought down at the Falcon 33-yard line after a gain of 4. That does bring up 2nd and 6 for the Washington football team. So 33 yards to go. We're trailing by 3. If we can hold them to a field goal, I think that'll be the best thing for us. And so on the very 2nd and 6th snap, they try to rush it up the middle, but we're able to get them stopped. Grady Jarrett holds his own against the 2 guys, and they have nowhere to go, so we do stop them, and that brings up a 3rd and 7. We got a beautiful play by Grady Jarrett, using just pure beast power to block up that middle. So 3rd and 7, Fitzmagic is going under center for this one as we have like 3 tight ends on the left side. Gets a snap, scans over the field, no pressure, and finally we get a little bit as he heaves it deep, and we're going to knock that one out. He's done. That miss reception. Penalties, illegal touching. Okay. Whew. All right, I'll take that any day of the week. That would bring up 4th down and a field goal. Now, after we did have to punt away, they kicked a field goal and went up 27-21. We were forced into punting it, and this is Washington's very next drive here as we are at the start of the 4th quarter. With about 14 minutes to go, we do trail Washington 27-21 as the football team does have the ball at their own 15-yard line, and Fitzpatrick is going to be in the shotgun formation alone by himself with 5 wide. So he gets the snap. We're able to bring not even a whole lot of pressure. He has a man wide open down the right side. Couldn't touch him. A.J. Terrell Jr. just blows his coverage. Their man was rushing right by us. We weren't even close to being on him. And then he broke that first tackle, and we finally brought him down at the 21-yard line. Washington trying to go up by 2 scores once again. As Fitzpatrick gets the snap, scans over the field, fires it. He's going to get his man, and he's brought down at about the 4. A.J. Terrell, he's just being picked on today. Terrell Jr. just ain't cutting it right now. This is just not his day. So 1st and goal for Washington now at the 4-yard line. Fitzpatrick gets the snap, scans over the field. Looking, no pressure. He has all day. He's going to find his man, obviously. Touchdown. Oh, my goodness. They do get a 2-point conversion as well. So the score is now 35-21 Washington. So on our next drive, we really need to make something happen as we get that first pass off to Marquise Goodwin. He'll pick up 6 yards for us. Even if we got to kind of nickel and dime it down the field, give our defense a chance to rest. So 2nd and 4 from the 28-yard line. Ryan has the snap, rolls out to his right side, being chased, fires it away, and misses a wide-open Ridley. We had him. That's it right there. That's a play that gets you 20, 30 yards, but we missed that pass. Granted, we were under pressure, but still, that's a pass he should have made. So 3rd and 4, Ryan in the shotgun. Scanning over the field, fires it to the left. He has his man, Gage Jr. down the left sideline, 15, and is finally pushed out at the 13-yard line. Russell Gage Jr., big-time play for Atlanta, as he was able to get around his man, and Ryan did deliver that time. He did not miss, as he got about 38 yards after the catch. Great catch and run by Gage. That is how you get set up to be in prime position to come back. We are trailing by 2 scores, 35-21, but there's a lot of time left in this game and a lot of football to be played, as the Falcons are at the 13-yard line, and now as Ryan is going to be under center. 2 receivers to our left side, 1 tight end, as we have Gage off to the right. Mike Davis in the backfield. Ryan gets set as he gets the snap, scans over the field. Stands in the pocket. He gets it to Gage Jr. on the slant, and Gage is going to go down at the 4. That's a 9-yard gain by Gage on that one. That was a good play. Way to come back to the ball. We haven't seen that happen a whole lot from our receivers this year, so it's good to see that started to occur. Now in the next drive, 2nd and 1, 4-yard line. Matt Ryan under center. Gets it off to Mike Davis, and they're going to clog up the middle. Washington's defensive line made our O-line look like just little children, pushing us around as it's now 3rd and 1 from the 4. Ryan in the shotgun formation. We have 3 wide receivers, Kyle Pitts and a tight end. Davis in the backfield. Ryan gets set, hands the snap off to Davis. Up the middle, touchdown Falcons! Oh my goodness. Oh baby, oh baby. Mike Davis lowers his shoulder into the defender and just shrugs him off. Pushes him to the turf, says, "Get out of my way, good sir. Not today." And that one will get us right back into it here, as the score is going to be 35-28. Now, there's lots of time left, but our defense did get plenty of rest right there, and so we should be able to kind of get this deep game stopped up. But not after a cut move like that, and Gibson is gone. Gibson into the open. Gibson for the touchdown. Our defense really blew it right there. I mean, we had him pretty much stopped, but he made a hell of a cut. I guess I can give him that kind of credit. But, yeah, it's just disheartening to see something like that happen. We're trailing down by 14 once again, trying to come back to it. 42-28 is the score. There's just under 6 minutes to go in this game. Now, Matt Ryan is going to be in the shotgun, 3 receivers to our right side. And we got Ridley off to the left. Ryan drops back, throws it. That's going to be picked off. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Catch him. As he's going to break the first tackle, Matt Ryan at least lowers his shoulders into the guy's hip. Takes down the guy who made the interception. And now Washington football team has the ball once again, as we try to get our turnover of our own, trailing by 14, 5.5 minutes to go, 42-28. Washington over our Falcons. Fitzmagic gets the pass off. He breaks another tackle. Grady Jarrett should have had him in the backfield, but Gibson, got to give the kid credit. He did break that tackle, and he has really persevered in this game to have well over 100 yards. We're now 2nd and 5 for Washington at the 30-yard line. As Fitzpatrick under center gets the snap, play actions. We try to chase him down, and he eludes us. How does Fitzpatrick elude us? That's pretty piss poor pursuit on our part. But it brings up 3rd and 5 at least, and the clock did stop, which is to our advantage. And it looks like Washington calls a slight little audible right there as they change up some part of the formation. And a quick pass goes out to their tight end, and he's going to make the catch. Oh, Harmon was able to bring him down, but those little out patterns seem to be indefensible, basically, as they make that one. 1st and 10 for Washington. Bring up a little bit of pressure again. Finally bring Fitzpatrick down for a sack. Brandon Copeland comes through, and that'll be only the 2nd sack of the afternoon for us here. Fitzpatrick, not normally an elusive guy, but we've only sacked him twice. Now the next play is going to be a screen pass as he bounces it off what looks like one of our defenders. And finally Gibson actually comes back to the ball this time to make the catch. And that brings up 3rd and 20 here at about the 33-yard line. Now Fitzpatrick is going to be in the shotgun once again. Multiple wide receivers out there. So he gets the snap, scans over the field. No pressure finally coming to him. He heaves it deep, and he's going to make the catch. Gibson actually made that. I don't even think he was throwing it to him. And Gibson goes up in traffic, makes an unbelievable catch. 3 Falcons, 2 Washington. 1 Washington comes down with it. I hate it when that happens. So 1st and goal, they heave it up once again. Terrell Jr. actually disrupts that pass play. If you look, Fitzpatrick has 430-something passing yards and 4 touchdowns. That is pretty piss-poor defense on our part. So 2nd and goal now from the 10. They hand it off to Gibson, delayed handoff, and we're going to bring him down at the 1. He has 112 yards on 22 rushes and that touchdown from earlier. That does bring up 3rd and goal, though. Time for us to at least man up and make a stop, have some dang pride about ourselves. As Fitzpatrick is under center. He gets the snap, scans over. We bring the pressure. We get the sack. That's standing up right there. That's doing a little something. Making them force a field goal. That's something we can kind of hang our hat on here as we have a minute and a half left in this game. And then Matt Ryan throws it over the middle. Gets to Kyle Pitts. Matt Ryan, 362 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So not a bad afternoon. But when your defense plays that bad, you tend to lose these types of games. And so Ryan drops that next one off, and Kyle Pitts actually comes to make that reception. As we are going in a hurry up after getting that only 1-yard gain, less than 1 minute to go, trailing by 17, 45-28. Ryan in the shotgun gets the snap, throws it, and that's going to be clearly intercepted. Oh my God, he's got open field. That's a pick 6. Oh, that's disgusting right there. Washington will score, and that will finally put the nail in the coffin like it wasn't already in there, as we will lose this game 52-28. We allowed 25 points in the 4th quarter. 25. And, oh, jeez, that was painful. All right. So that loss, as ugly as it was, it holds true to what our team is, a pretty porous passing defense, but a good offense. I think our offense played well. For 28 points. If you have a semi-decent defense, 28 points should be able to do it for you. But not meant to be today. So as we cut to the business side of this franchise, I do want to remind y'all to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And if you did like today's video, hit that little thumbs up button, as it really does help out the channel, and we definitely appreciate everything that y'all do for us, and that does for us here at Champ & Sons. So we're going to get through some of these little upgrades right quick. A.J. Terrell, just from consistency of play, he's earning an upgrade point. I don't think it's because he did anything special. Jalen Mayfield, our left guard, at times seems incredibly aloof out there, not really knowing what he's doing. Once again, I guess just playtime alone will earn you some upgrades, give you a little point here or there. So week 4 is completed. We are 1-4, as is the Washington football team now. However, there is one positive to take away. Grady Jarrett did get his 3 tackles for a loss. So we've got that going for us, which means he does get his upgrade. He is now an X Factor upgrade. So we finally got one X Factor on defense, and I think that's something we can work to build around, especially with our front 7 going forward. So Grady Jarrett, X Factor, that's a positive note. Let's see what this little check-in was. We already blamed him for all our problems. We really felt good about our chances this week, and it just didn't go our way. We didn't pick up the win. Yeah, well, no shit. No shoot. No duh. All right. Well, that's 4 games in, 1 win, 3 losses. We're going to try to get this bad boy turned around in the next episode, and so I will see y'all in that episode, as we will be facing off against the New York Jets in England. So until then, everybody, stay safe, and, well, you guys know how it goes by now. Later, y'all.